So, previously on episode 7 of The Vampires of Transylvania, our three were having a long rest when an unexpected visitor turned up and offered them an accord. The vampire Davros, which they had bumped into previously in Transylvania, had came to our three to ask them if they would be interested in joining forces with him to try and get rid of Vlad. Davros was able to give them some information about perhaps things that have happened with Vlad, but as I said, Vlad's a very secretive person, so they'd have to do their best to try and investigate. He then gave them a hefty bag of some gems, roughly about 500 gold's worth of gems, before disappearing back off into the night. Sharpen then divulged how back in London he had actually killed one of Dracula's wives and had thwarted the plan to take over London. They then learned that there was some kind of wizard that Vlad had conspired with about 200 years previous, and perhaps that wizard had some kind of connection to how Vlad was the way he is now. They found the ruins, which were down in the south of the forest, and they looked as if they were big enough to house a lot of the Venator tribe, and they'd now understood why the Venator tribe had came here to have a look at them. And when they went inside, they discovered that the place was covered in this viscous black ooze, and the walls themselves seemed to be made of some kind of living flesh. They entered one of the rooms, and the walls actually started to close in on them, dripping acidic fluid from it that was taking wee chunks out of the boy's health. And a couple of eggs hatched in the room, and these spider-like creatures scuttled along the floor, and one of them attached itself to Balgrim's face, and then discovered that there were some kind of living creatures deeper within the ruin. They also, inside the ruin, through a little bit of investigation, noted that this was a large cylindrical turret that looked as if it was upside down. The base room that they were in looked as if they were actually standing on the ceiling. However, when they went into the room above, the room was the correct way round. So there was something strange going on with the actual building itself. Deeper, or should I say higher, into the turret, they then found the main egg chamber. There was about 24 eggs in the centre of this room, and they found one or two of the Venator tribe daughters stuck into the wall as if they were being absorbed into the living wall themselves. They tried to get them free, springing acid from the wall, splashing onto one of the daughter's legs, causing her to scream, and then these large black exoskeleton-y creatures dropped from the floor, acid dripping from their mouth, and they began fighting them. They soon realised that every time they hit the creatures' blood would spurt acid at them and cause damage. After a long and hard fight, they defeated all the creatures in the room, destroyed all the eggs, and freed the two Venator tribe daughters from the wall. Unfortunately, they were too late, and one of them had passed. They then managed to escape the ruins. As they left, they noted that the living walls and the kind of fluid and everything seemed to dry up, flake away, and turn to dust. He actually, if you remember right, came out absolutely caked in kind of like ashy dust. And the sister had asked them if they would press on through the night to get back to the Venator tribe, but they convinced her that that was a bad idea and set up camp for the evening. So that is where we pick up. You have set up camp. The sister has asked if you'll in the morning take her and her sister's pass back to the tribe. And that's where we pick up.
Just quickly, what was the name of that living sister?
I hadn't gave her a name, so
okay.
Let's just call her Vanera. Vanera, yeah.
I accidentally called her Vinyl. I don't know where the L came from.
Oh well, close.
Vinyl.
Vanera, yeah.
I will approach her and say, Mira, sorry about your sister. Do you need a way of protection? Can you protect yourself for our journey tomorrow? Do you need a weapon, or do you have something?
She seems a little bit catatonic when you're talking to her, as if you're kind of like talking at her almost, you know. But she kind of like slowly kind of turns, and her eyes are a wee bit kind of glazed and wet, and she says, if you have a weapon, I will take one.
You can hold on to this, and I'll give her my short sword.
Okay, so what does the short sword do? Just I'll write it down.
1d6. 1d6, and then she can use strength or dexterity with it.
Okay.
It's finesse.
Oh, is that finesse weapon?
Whatever her. Yeah, so whatever her. Up to her.
1d6, and it's short sword. Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. So yeah, she takes it off you and she says thank you, and then just goes back to staring into the fire, like as if, you know, our life's over.
Yeah, okay, I'll leave her be.
Yeah, yep.
How does the outside of the turret look?
So it's still covered in moss because the moss wasn't kind of like this living, tissue kind of stuff. It was just the natural outside. So there's moss, there's flowers, there's bits of tree that have kind of fell onto it, but looks okay. Looks stable.
I'll approach Venera
Mm-hmm.
and, like, are you well? Do you need healing, Venera?
And her leg's pretty banged up, because if you remember right, when you were cutting through the wall to get her out, acid had kind of splashed onto her leg. But she's just so kind of out of it, like she doesn't even really realise that she's hurt. But she just kind of like slowly like nods as if to say, yeah, I'm sore.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'll cast a Cure Wounds on her, just to help her heal a bit.
Okay.
So whatever it's worth, 4 plus, just like 11 hit points.
Yeah.
So replenish her a bit, and I'll just speak to her. Venera, even in the deepest shadows, there's a gentle light to guide us. Sometimes we lose the light, but Twilight teaches us that neither darkness or the light lasts forever, but moments in a great cycle. Take heart. The burdens you carry are not eternal. Like the setting sun, your pain will fade, giving way to peace for you and your sister. In this balance, we find strength to endure, knowing that every shadow eventually gives way to the dawn. You're not alone, and we'll stand together with you and your tribe.
She just kind of gives like a raspy sigh, and then nods, and kind of puts her head in her hands and kind of pushes it onto her knees, and just kind of softly sobs.
I'll just take some moments to, because I guess we have her sister's body. I'll just kind of I don't know, mumble some incoherent or indecipherable nonsense, essentially, and just walk around and bless the body. And also slyly, can I just make sure that her sister is dead?
Oh yeah. You want to do a check? You can give me perception or medicine.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go. Let's go. Yeah, this is same.
Yeah. 9. Yeah, she looks dead. She's pale, kind of like gaunt complexion. Like our sister had said previously, she hadn't heard her in 2 days. So even with a 9, you're like, she probably passed a couple of days ago. Okay,
that's good.
Yeah.
So I'll just clasp her hands and straighten her out and make her look dignified in death.
Hmm.
Bulgrim would like to during when Visceral and Seraphon and Zoran talk to the woman, like to go up and collect some firewood, and also take care of like preparing him some food.
Absolutely,
something to
yeah.
eat, like.
So you can either pull from your rations, or you could go and hunt something quickly. Soren, you might have.
I think I would like to pull up something from the rations, because
Okay.
after the battle I was really
Yeah.
I was really down, like I was really hurt, so I
Yep,
would
yep,
like
yep.
to go on easy and say like, okay, I just cook something from rations.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hunting is not in it.
You've still got a couple of things from the, what do you call it, when you were in Transylvania, and the women mistook Sorn for a child. So they gave you like a big massive link of sausages and cheese and stuff like that. The bread's
Nice.
past it, but you've still got stuff that's eatable.
Okay, then I will
Edible?
do this.
Eatable.
Like, edible.
Both is good.
Edible.
Edible.
Yeah, both is good.
Well, yeah, edible.
Yeah, then I prepare something like.
Okay. Are you wanting to set up a watch for the night, or what are you wanting to do?
I think watch for the night would be a good idea.
Yes. Yeah. We're in a vampire and xenomorph country. So.
Sure are. So yeah, how would you like to do your night shift? Also, this is absolutely
Is it good?
delicious. Oh my god, it's incredible.
I see you inhaling that.
He
It
is
looks so good.
he is a talented man.
Dang.
Nice.
I want a bite. How should we do the watch tonight? We do the same as we did last night. I can take first turn.
Bulgrim, you need rest. I'll take second.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
I will not
listen,
argue. Damn
I
it.
will keep a particular eye on the tower tonight, just in case. It still gives me goosebumps looking at it.
Yes. Hopefully the Venator can turn this place into a place of beauty. Or at least sanctuary.
Yeah, I mean,
They should burn it to the ground. Nothing good come out of this place.
I actually wonder how it came to be this way. If this was a work of the ancient wizard, or the wars past, or something that Dracula did.
Mhm.
You can give me a history check, Soren, if you want.
Ooh! I have a +1.
I'll see.
15.
15. So through your time in the monastery, you heard them talk of various subjects and stuff like that. And you had heard, like, just the briefest of bits of conversation that you picked up on here and there. And there was always this kind of like, do you think there's ever mutations of our kind? But that was all you were able to really kind of pick up.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking I just say, it's not natural, it's twisted, whatever it is. Glad we got rid of it together.
Yes. It's been purged from these lands.
Oh, hope it stays purged.
I think the Venator are capable of keeping it clear. I think we did the hard part. Is Rock gonna do a watch with one of us again, or?
Rock will be on watch with myself. Rock.
Rock's just kind of like sitting next to the fire, just kind of like wiggling his wee toes.
Okay. I'll try and find like a small gemstone in her bag. And I'll feed it to him too.
He takes it off you and he kind of like rolls it around and goes, and then starts like crunching on it.
Yeah, we're going to be paupers by the time this adventure's through.
We better sell these quick before the temptation takes over.
He does eat other rocks, you know. You're the one that keeps on feeding him gems.
I know, but I feel like giving him the good snackies.
Snackages.
Limit it to 1 or 2 a day.
Maybe he
What?
maybe he poos little gemstones then.
I think did we discuss this last week? I don't think he poos.
Right. Yeah, we will account for it. So we don't know where it goes.
He
does not seem to poop, no.
or grow, it seems. It's just.
Well, you only measured him once.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, we gotta wait a week. It's only day 1.
He will. Yeah, he'll always be a little pebbly boy.
Pebble boy.
Well, pebbly rock thing, I guess.
Yeah, just now he's literally like half a foot tall. You know, he's tiny, and that's like, you know, including the flower on top of his head. He's a little guy.
Okay, do we want to discuss anything before we start the watch tonight?
If we can get to a town, I need a weapon. Maybe we can find a blacksmith there.
Maybe. We'll see what maybe the Venator sell weapons. He might be able to get some.
Yeah, we could trade. I don't know how far. There's the other settlement with the smoke that we've been seeing in the distance lately. The east of the woods.
Yeah, Davros. No, that wasn't Davros.
Tarvos.
Tarvos.
Yeah. I think we can find other clues or maybe other assistance there. I think that's another good start. But I agree, getting Balgrim re-equipped would be the best.
Otherwise, you have to teach me how to fight with my hands. Soren.
It took me several years, yeah, it's...
Maybe you can give me the quick rundown.
Okay. How dexterous does Balgrim look? Like, if I'm...
He's a stocky dwarf.
Yeah, he looks really stocky and sturdy. He not really looks like that he can, like, perform a salto or something like that. Or flick flack or something.
Yeah. Well, whenever I'm fighting, I'm using a type of inner force to enhance my strikes. And I go the fast route. For you, you might want to focus on more pure strength to blow objects away.
Sounds good. That sounds good.
Okay, well, just in case, I'll maybe get some fundamentals together to go over.
Good. That's good. I like that.
Okay. All right. I will kind of sit cross-legged and kind of keep an eye. I'll stay near Vanera though, or maybe like keep her an eye watch as well. If I can like watch Vanera in the tower. Then occasionally I'll get up and
if you sit next to
do a
her.
walk around.
Okay, so do you want to do survival or perception when you're having a look around then?
Will do. Perception today. Oh, wow, since I've
Perception.
done that. Ooh,
A 10. Yeah, I mean, the night time in these woods, you've now camped in Transylvania for numerous nights now. I think this is almost week 2 where we're approaching. So you hear the kind of usual noises of the animals and the wind moving through the trees. Vanira eventually does just kind of like fall over and kind of pull a wee blanket over and fall asleep. Our night's kind of troubled. Like, you see her kind of like, twitching and kind of making noises as she's sleeping, probably having nightmares of some sort. But apart from that, your shift and your night go pretty uneventfully.
Okay. And I'll wake up Seraphon and rock.
Sorry. All quiet.
Yes. Vanira's resting, so try not to
Good.
disturb her.
Good. Good. Okay, Rock. Let's keep our eyes and ears with us. That's like,
It just kind of
just
springs up to attention and jumps on your shoulder and is like, "Ruck."
I take my pocket of pebbles that I found that he likes after the meeting with Zavros.
Yep.
Give him a few. Davros.
Davros. Yeah, so he just crunches away and
Nice.
he's head out, and sure enough, Vanira is lying asleep next to the fire. And same for yourself, you want to do perception or survival?
Yeah, I'll do perception.
I'll do one for Rock as well. Let's see.
11.
11, and Rock got a 4.
It's just a rock.
Yeah. So you kind of do a couple of circles of the the camp, and you keep an eye on the building behind you as well. And the wind kind of picks up a little bit as the night goes on, and you can actually see all this like dust and ash blow out of certain bits of the windows and the kind of the opening round the back. But apart from that, nothing exciting happens.
Okay, cool. While I'm pacing and keeping watch, I pull out my holy symbol of Fornex, and I try to just silently send a prayer to Fornex and Seluna, and just put it back under my mail to carry on my watch.
Okay. Give me a quick religion check.
Religion.
15.
Dang.
So
Not
this is
bad.
this is an easy check for you because of your past cleric abilities. But whenever you even done like just a quick prayer or a quick kind of like word with the symbol, you always get that kind of like the warm kind of like feeling in your chest, or the kind of cool tingly sensation.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Like you touch the amulet and it feels cold to the touch, and there's no feeling that comes with it.
Okay, cool.
Dead.
Yeah, I'll just like, I mean, deep down, like, after saying it and knowing nothing will come back, and feeling nothing come back, I just like sigh and kind of lower my gaze. I look over the party of Arena, Rock, and Volga, and stop and look at Soren, and I can barely look at him. Look away and carry on my patrol.
You can't save them.
And yeah, the rest of your patrol goes uneventfully.
Wonderful. Away. Oh, yeah. Hunker down to Bulgrim. Let's just awaken Bulgrim.
Yeah.
It's your watch.
Oh, thanks. And I just get up.
Mhm.
Yeah, put on my armor and stuff, and hunker down and sit down outside on the fire.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And yes, same for yourself. Either survival or perception.
Survival, please.
Survival.
Not survival, perception.
Ah.
Survival, please. What? No.
Go for it.
Okay.
Wow! Holy moly! That is amazing. Hi, lass. Thank you so much. Thank you for 41 months, lovely. So you're sitting and you're listening to everything that's going on around you. You can hear everyone's kind of soft breathing and the troubled kind of sleep of Vanera beside you. The wind howls through the trees, animal calls off in the distance, and you're sitting there and you hear this like loud like kind of rumble come from somewhere, and then this like really high pitched like whistle noise, as if something's traveling extremely fast, and then just there's silence for a couple of seconds, and you hear this like this loud bang off in the distance somewhere.
Can I determine where it come from?
Yeah, we are 26, absolutely. It's north of where you are.
Damn, I'm really tempted to go there, but I don't want to leave the guys. Okay, I wake up Seraphon because he was the last one before me. Seraphon, wake up.
Bulgrim.
There was a loud...
sitting up. Yeah, alert.
There was a loud bang in the distance. I want to go to investigate. I'll be back.
What? Okay. If you're not back within 2 hours, we're following you.
All right.
Okay.
And I turn into a hybrid form, and then I run in the direction where I heard the bang. Yeah.
Okay, dokies. Give me a survival check to see if you can figure out your kind of general direction. 16? Yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, you kind of like make note of where you heard the bang and head off in that direction. It takes you maybe like a good 40 minutes to get there. But as you approach, you can hear like trees kind of cracking and groaning, settling as you approach this area. And by this time, it's starting to become dawn, so it's not complete darkness. You can see the kind of first bit of light start to peer over the mountain and the hills. So the area is well lit enough. And there is a crater in the middle of the forest. The trees round about this area have all been flattened, and you can hear and see now some of them are still kind of like falling over. And lodged into the ground is this massive bit of building.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to your random event, boys.
Okay. I'm gonna get back and get the others. take me about 40 minutes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I found another building.
Another one?
Yeah, you remember the ruins we found?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, this one is Bulgrim is struggling a bit. Like, it's fresh, you can say.
Fresh? How? That's what you heard.
Yeah, it shattered into the ground and left a crater there.
What? Okay.
Maybe we should wake up Soren and go there.
But this time,
Yes.
morning, Soren, you're kind of starting to wake up, and person I can't remember how I named her is waking up as well.
Oh.
Varina.
Verena is waking up as
Yeah.
well.
Or Vanira. Was it Vanira?
Vanira, thank you, Vanira.
Yeah.
I'm going to write it down.
Vinyral.
Vanira.
Veneers. Okay.
Yep, yep.
Oh, so I just woke up.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you hear Bulgrim and Seraphon talking outside.
I'll open up my little tent flap.
Blap, blap.
Morning.
Good that you're up and about.
Yes.
We found
Sorry.
we found another ruin.
Oh. Oh. How did we miss it? It was nearby?
We didn't miss it. It landed there this night.
Fresh one?
Yeah. You can say a fresh one.
Well, I think we should investigate it immediately. This will give us an answer.
Maybe someone
Quickly.
is alive and we can help it.
Yeah. Good idea. Yeah. Start getting my clothes on.
Vanira kind of comes over and she's like, what is happening?
There was a loud bang last night, and I went there to investigate. And it seems like that part of a building is landed there and created a big crater. We want to investigate that. Maybe someone is alive and need help.
She kind of looks over to the body of her sister.
We're taking her.
She nods. She's like, all right, yes.
We will take you back to the other Venator immediately, but this has been a priority for my group for a while, and might help prevent things like this happening ever again. I'll point to the tower.
She just kind of like nods and she's like, I am in your debt, of course.
Okay. But be on your guard. Pull out your sword. Okay.
So she starts packing up her stuff and kind of like wrapping her sister up.
Yeah. Oh, so tragic. How far away was it, Bulgrim? Do you remember?
40 minutes away from here.
Okay.
Not far, and because it's to the north. I think. Are we heading roughly north-ish?
Roughly,
Anyway,
yeah. You're heading in
yeah.
a kind of northwest direction to get back to the Venator tribe, but you can make a 45-minute detour.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
I can carry the sister if you want.
She just kind of shakes her head. She's like, no, I will carry her.
All right.
Okay. So, we'll get packed. Borgrim, lead the way. Soren, be at the ready. And let's investigate this and be sharp.
On it.
Okay, so you just pack up, extinguish your fire, and start heading off in the direction. I'm not going to make you do survival of perception for this because Borgrim, you've already kind of scouted ahead. And sure enough, you come to and as it's a crater, there is trees that have been demolished round about it. The ground has all been kind of like pushed up and out to the sides, so there's kind of like fresh muck and roots kind of turned over around this thing. And then sure enough, there's just another massive chunk of that building sunken into the ground, and it looks as if this thing has Borgrim, you heard something kind of fly through the air and then like hit this with some force.
Gods, we're lucky this didn't hit us or someone else. This could kill people.
I heard the noise.
Yeah.
I heard the noise when it came flying, and the bang.
Jeez, that's incredible speed.
Yeah. So did it come from overhead? So obviously it's traveled to the north. So do you recall if it was coming up from the south, or like say the west or the east?
Borgrim with a 26 on your previous roll. It didn't sound as if it was coming from like any direction behind you. You just heard the kind of like the loud whistling and then kind of like thundering noise from the north. So it sounds as if it's maybe came from a north-ish direction.
Okay.
Yeah, would say it came from the north direction. But it's hard to give you an exact position because like I heard only the whistling sound and then the loud bang. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. This really could have just landed right on top of us. Yeah. Very lucky.
But how does this, I mean, look at it, it's big. And it must have traveled with immense, it must have been thrown or, I don't know, exploded? I mean, it must have a lot of force into it, like, to make such a point at the crater where it hit it.
Yeah. Well, it's a mystery we'll have to get to the bottom of. Should we go in and investigate?
Yeah, maybe someone is alive in there. I don't think so, but we should check at least.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at investigation, or whatever Scotty needs me to roll. But I plan on kind of getting close and like, kind of seeing if there's any like crashed openings to kind of see if I can look inside.
Yeah, give me
like a general layout.
Give me an investigation.
Okay. Yeah. Whatever you think is the roll. Okay, 12.
Okay, so the difference between this bit of building and the bit of buildings that you've seen scattered, I mean, the first thing that hits you, the most obvious thing is this is fresh. The ones that you have been investigating seem as if they've been there for like a long, long time. The bits that you've been investigating seem more intact. This thing is nearly obliterated because of the force that hit the ground with. It's still maintaining some of its shape, but it's quite kind of crumbly, and yeah, it's not as sturdy looking as the other ones.
Okay. I'll touch like the rock. Like, does it feel like hot or warm or cold? Like the
yeah, there's a slight warmth to it, but it's been lying for a wee bit now, so it's not, roasting.
Right. Okay. I'll call out Hello? Is there anyone?
Give me perception. See if you can hear anything.
Oh.
21.
Nice.
Wow. You hear
Nice.
a lot of things come to settle inside. So there's obviously stuff inside that's been catapulted with this thing, and it's all kind of like coming to rest inside, whether it's, you know, fell over or still kind of tumbling or stuff like that. You hear movement, but no one kind of like calls out to you or anything.
Okay. I think there's someone inside. I don't know. Someone come with me, or both of you.
I'll come.
Okay.
Going to.
Yeah.
Vanera shakes her head. She's like, I will stay here.
It's fair, thank you.
I will call if I hear anything. Okay, so, how are you planning on getting into this thing?
Yeah, who wants to go in first?
I could try to get up maybe to a window and leave, and try to drop a rope so that we can climb up.
So this isn't vertical like the one you're just at. This is fell and sunk in, so it's more on its side. Kind of similar to the tower that you had rested in at the beginning.
Okay.
So it's more kind of like on its side than standing upright.
Mhm.
But there is is there a window or a door frame or something like where we can get
There-
into?
There might have been at some point. There are now several, there are now several holes all over this thing. As like the brick and everything's just crumbled and crashed inside. So yeah.
Okay, we should be able to squeeze in then, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, there are several large holes.
Nice.
Right,
Okay.
I'm right behind you, Bulgrim.
Then let's go in.
Okay.
Alright.
So you travel up to one of these large holes, and it's daylight now, and the light's kind of streaming through into this thing, and you can see again there's maybe like another 20-foot drop to the other side. However, as you glance down and the sunlight hits off the inside of this, you see there are sparkles everywhere inside this.
Sparkles.
What color?
Different colors. So some are kind of like clear, some are kind of green, some are kind of blue.
What the heck?
And you see
Never seen
now
anything.
that this the inside is a wreck. There's bits of kind of wood that are shattered and splintered everywhere. Bent bits of metal, bizarre looking things that you need to get up closer, but everything's just absolutely obliterated inside the building.
Wow. Can we get an idea of like what type of furniture was in here? Is it similar to like what we've seen in the past? I think we've seen like shelves and
Yeah,
or like
it's mostly wood.
boxes or-
It's mostly wood
there is
furniture,
wood furniture in
but
there too.
there is bent bits of metal that are in a peculiar shape, but you'd have to get closer to have a nosy. But yeah, you just see this like sparkle all through this place.
I would like to bind a piece of cloth
Mm-hmm.
to cover my nose and my mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would try to breathe how you call it, flat, like
Mhm.
not making big breathers, and then would try to make a step into it.
Okay, so to get into it, you have to kind of like drop down into it, but it's only 20 foot, so it's not like a massive, drop or anything. So you tie it around your face, your mouth and your nose, and then kind of like hop off the edge to drop into it. And as soon as you kind of like hit inside it, you stop falling. And you're kind of like mid-air, kind of like, and then you just kind of like, the way your body was dropping, you kind of like catch yourself a little, and you then start to kind of like go round as if you're doing like an in-air kind of somersault, and you just start you just start floating like up the middle of this thing, slowly rotating.
Okay, I try to somehow stable myself. Like this whole.
Unfortunately, this would be a dex check. Unfortunately, so give me either athletics or a saving throw. But it has to be dex.
Okay.
Acrobatics, sorry, not athletics.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
I try acrobatics. Or dex saving throw.
Yeah, either or.
mean?
Yeah.
Okay, but then I'll try the dex saving throw because I'm better at dex saving throw.
That's fine. So you see Balgrim like you see Balgrim drop down, and then his legs just come up to the top, and then he just floats.
Stop that! Stop that!
But the more you kind of like try and flap to maybe like grab things that are, you just like kind of propel yourself further into this tunnel.
Ancestor, damn it!
Also, Balgrim, with your passive perception being an 18, I will give you this. There's this low, like, humming noise in this bit of building, and as you're kind of floating through here, bits of debris just kind of like pass you by. It's all kind of weird bent metal, bits of like this weird metal that's all kind of like in a kind of strange shape. However, the sparkly stuff, now that you're in here, it's all glass. So it's different bits of glass. Clear glass, blue glass, green glass, brown glass. It's all glass. It's all just shattered into thousands and thousands of pieces that are now floating.
Okay. When I float, I will try to shield my eyes as good as possible, because when it's like shattered so small,
Yeah,
I'm
can
not
be dangerous.
want to risk getting something in my eye or some. And then I try to shout to the guys, the glitter is glass. You have to be careful, guys.
And from where Balgrim is, like, yous are looking down into the hole, and there's an opening maybe like 10 feet, like, to the kind of top of this thing, and you just hear from the hole, like, Balgrim shouting from the hole further up, so he's floated about 10 feet away from you up this thing.
There's no gravity in the... I've never seen anything like that before.
And neither have I. Some kind of floating... Maybe some... unleashed magicka. I'm gonna take out one of my ropes and see if I can throw it up to Balgrim.
Oh, will you stop laughing, Gurney? That's not funny. You son of a... Damn it.
Yeah, so you take the rope and you throw it into the hole, and the rope just kind of like all starts floating about, like kind of moving and stuff like that. It doesn't kind of like have a direction that it goes in. Balgrim, because he kind of threw himself down with such a force, kind of like, you know, made himself go off in one direction, but the rope just kind of like starts floating about in front of you.
So from our point of view, he is above us.
No.
10 feet?
So yous are looking into the hole.
Okay.
Because yous are standing on top of this thing.
Yes,
Balgrim
okay,
dropped down and then started floating away from yous.
I think this might be my area of expertise, Seraphon. I'll crack my knuckles.
Crack.
Good thinking.
Yes. And with my little halfling body, I'll step up to the edge of the glass zone.
Uh-huh.
And kind of plan out a route mentally. With
Mm-hmm.
grabbing the rope and diving and twisting and twirling.
So you're gonna try and propel yourself then?
Yeah, to give me a good jump. And I'll be thinking back to Serena first teaching me being graceful and acrobatics and things like that, and flipping around, and so right, here I go.
So are you holding on to the rope then, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'll kind of guide one, slide if I can. One hand on the rope.
Okay, so you
I'll
basically
be kind of jump into Balgrim.
Yeah, you
And
can.
I'll hold the other end of the rope as well.
You hold the other end.
Okay.
So you come to the edge of the hole, Soren. You hold on to one bit of the rope. You do basically like a dive, as if you're about to dive into a pool, to give yourself the push to get to Balgrim. Give me a acrobatics. This would be.
Yes.
18. Wow,
18.
yeah. So you
Nice.
managed to propel yourself through this area, and as you hit this kind of space in the middle of this bit of building, just all the weight just disappears from you. It's such a peculiar feeling, but because you've given yourself some purchase and a bit of a dive motion, you do then manage to, a bit too successfully, propel yourself through this area. And you manage to kind of twist your body and dodge oncoming bits of shards of glass and broken bits of metal and stuff like that. However, you bang into Balgrim with such a force that you then start propelling yourselves deeper into this tunnel.
I'll be like, got you. Hold on. But it's me actually holding on to Balgrim because he's bigger.
And the thing is, Balgrim's quite a weighty creature, and he weighs nothing at all in this this area. So you're basically kind of wrapping round each other and propelling forward into this area.
No, don't get tangled up in the rope.
A little bit tangled.
Oh man. Okay.
Thank you, Zoran.
No problem. You did good. You were taken unawares by the gravity. Okay. Soren or Seraphon were clear. You say you feel sick?
Yeah, it's a kind of a disorientating feeling in here because there's no weight, and the air feels very, very light, so you feel a little bit lightheaded.
If the gods want that we dwarves fly, they would give us wings. No. I'm not a creature of such lofty heights.
Okay. Do you two have footing down there? Are you stable?
They are currently floating in the middle of this room.
I would say no.
Well, can you find? Do you think you can find somewhere to land? To land, or
wait a
grab
second.
onto something?
You hear that noise?
Yep.
So, I set a timer. So, Balgrim, that loud humming noise that you hear suddenly goes
Yeah.
bum, 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 and you start free falling with Soren wrapped around you as gravity suddenly seems to come back to this room.
First thing I wanna do is I wanna transform.
Timer.
Yeah.
You.
Wanna transform into hybrid,
Uh-huh.
and then I would like to dig my claws into the solid stone to at least get some kind of break, so that we not fall fast speed down.
Okay. And Soren, what would you like to do? As you hear this noise go off and then fall silent, and you just feel yourself go, like start to fall down. As everything around you starts falling with you, so the glass shards start scattering and clashing onto the floor. The heavy bits of metal that were all twisted start clattering, wood splinters everywhere.
I would try and in the air like get myself towards the wall. And kind of use that as like
Pretty much grog.
Okay, so Soren has the slow fall ability as a monk.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Nice.
So basically, I'm gonna do that. I don't know how to flavor it though, but I'm gonna use my reaction, and I can. So Soren probably knows he's gonna fall to however long he's gonna fall and take fall damage, but I can reduce it by 30 HP.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So, yeah, I would say that you just managed to kind of like basically spring yourself off Balgrim and catch yourself on fallen debris and use the fallen debris as kind of like a leap pad to get down to the bottom. When you land, you do land on broken glass, broken wood, all that kind of stuff, but you don't land in a way that you hurt yourself. Balgrim, let's have an athletics check for you, and it'll be at advantage since you're werewolfed out, just to see if you can grab onto anything to kind of stop yourself from taking any fall damage. Yeah, absolutely, 25. When Soren kind of like springs himself off you like a wee leapfrog, that kind of gives you the push that you need to grab onto the wall, and you basically like dig your claws into the wall and like slide your way down until you come to the bottom as well.
Grumbling and growling all the time, like when I.
And visceral, Seraphon outside, you hear loud just bang crash everything in this place as it just hits the other side.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, and the rope goes as well. The rope kind of like falls
like,
as well.
It's limp in my hand. It's like.
Yeah, straight down.
Oh. I was like, lean over. I was like, "Are you alive?"
Yes. And I'll just be looking in amazement at Balgrim and be like, Balgrim just used his claws to slide down the wall. It was so cool.
I don't recommend it. There.
I'm okay as well.
Good.
These are now stood at the bottom of this thing, and yeah, looking round, it is a total wreck in here.
I'm gonna look for ways to tie off the rope, and I guess see if I can get down into the hole.
Yeah, I mean, there's tree stumps and everything nearby that this is kind of taken out, so you can easily tie it off and then just lower yourself down. Music audio started to go crunchy. No worries, I'll sort that.
Okay. Just music audio?
Yeah, just music so far, I think Mike's saying. Thank you, Mike. Right, you can let me know if that's crunch or not. So yeah, Seraphon, you managed to lower yourself down, and maybe about like 20-30 feet up, you still crunch? Okay, I'll just turn it off for the time being. You see Balgrim and Soren just kind of like standing precariously amongst all this wreckage.
Well, I'm glad to see you both alive and in one piece. Just looking around, this is quite a mess.
Seems like the magic had failed.
Interesting. It wasn't was it self-defense, a trap, or just happenstance? Either way, like looking around, is there anything I can see immediately of interest? Like thinking back to, I know it was maybe invisible in the first tower, that had the
Mm.
necromancy markings, but I
Uh,
had to use magic to find those. So
yeah, you can give me investigation or an arcana check. You'll get different answers depending on what one you want to use.
investigation
Mm-hmm.
or arcana.
Yeah.
Well, they're both not good. I'll just go with arcana.
Arcana?
Yeah.
6. I mean, you've seen the guys floating, you've seen all the kind of the stuff floating, and then everything came crashing down. So whatever magic was kind of powering this place seems to be turned off for the time being.
Okay. Well, it was strange for sure. Should we investigate further?
Right, let me know if the
That's-
music's still crunchy. I'm going to put it back on.
Maybe now we can try to climb up.
Yes. It's worth a shot.
Okay.
I want
Yeah,
to
on you
look
go.
at the ground around us since we're already here and look to see if there's any just look to see what's through the rubble. If it's just glass and debris,
Yeah,
or if there's
so-
any semblances of what I can make out like what it was before it broke apart.
Absolutely. So you can give me investigation. Excuse me.
Okay.
Wow, 22. So yeah, after kind of going through everything, you find a couple of things. So all the different glasses that are in here, you managed to kind of suss out, right, these were all different like jars, maybe glass vials, kind of like beakers, things like that. The bent metal all around you, it's kind of they're different sizes and stuff like that. Some of them seem as if they were maybe like tongs perhaps, or kind of tools that are now a bit broken and bent beyond repair. However, one of the kind of larger pieces that you see, you're looking at it and it's all kind of crumpled and like crushed, but when you kind of like envision it in your head of what it looked like previously, you're like, oh, that was like a cage. Have you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean? And it's like the cage where they would keep people in before they were like hung or something like that in the prison.
Yes.
Kind of like a big bird cage, except human size. Yeah, there's a couple of them lying around, and there seems to be a couple of kind of like crushed bones and things like that, teeth in them, bits of fragments of cloth.
Oh.
I think they're bones. So like ruins, or they've been bones for a while. I think humanoids were kept in cages. Or
Cages.
something.
Gah.
Yeah, remember the bird cages we found earlier in another ruins? Well, these are bigger, and there's bones here. Look, they're wearing clothing. There's lab equipment here.
Was this maybe did they experiment on living beings?
Well, that's... You only keep people in cages for not too many reasons. Experimentation, I'm sure, is one. The last
What size
tower-
were the tools? Sorry, Seraphon.
What size were the tools?
Mm-hmm.
Various different sizes. Like there's kind of small ones that look as if they're tweezers. There's big kind of pliers. There's like a broken bone saw. It's various kind of different things.
It looks like someone like Seraphon could use them, like his size.
Yes, but they are all badly broken.
Yeah. Okay.
If this
Sorry,
is tied
Seraphon.
to... If this is tied to the other tower that we found after we left Transylvania, a week ago, that was well preserved Tau, and that had all the hallmarks of some kind of necromancy, maybe some cult of the dead, or I don't want to push the boat out too far on this, but extending life beyond what should be expected. But it's hard to tell in this ruin. Shall we keep moving forward? I'll put Rook down to the ground, and Rook, you can.
Bulgrim, you start to hear a wum, 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 wum.
Get hold on to something. It starts again.
All of yous give me either dexterity saving throws or strength saving throws as everything starts floating back up into the center of the room again. 14, 16, and 11 for Soren. Okay, Soren, you, because you're just so light, unfortunately you kind of do a wee somersault and like kind of go up into the center of this room. Bulgrim, you manage to grab onto something close to you, and like kind of like just stick to where you are, and you grab onto to Seraphon and kind of pull him close to you as well. Soren, you're kind of floating maybe about 25, 30 feet up in the air just now with all the glass shards and all the bits of wood and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, somewhere inside here is maybe a trap or something that activates and deactivates this floating. We should find it.
Yes, absolutely.
Where was the hum from?
Discord crunchy. Right, guys, you call back in then. Thank you guys. Scottish 2, by the way, just live outside of Livy. Haven't played D&D since studying D&D, which is a regular thing, making me miss it. I don't want to distract you before going. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And welcome in.
Test.
Yes, test.
Okay, so Soren, you are currently floating up in the middle of this room. Bulgrim, again, passive perception 18, is pretty obvious that this humming noise is coming from down the bottom of whatever this building is.
Okay, it's coming from down the bottom, and I'm pointing down.
Yep.
So there's something under this thing, or up this thing. I don't know. Like it's a bit turn around. I would like to try to get to this as good as possible, like using the wall as some kind of to push me forward or something like.
Yeah, so I would say you could use like your claws to keep yourself like dug in, or just kind of brute strength it and drag yourself along. So yeah, you can give me athletics at advantage then. Ketchup, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Can't we get cozy? Absolutely get cozy. Let's see. 19? Absolutely. Yeah, yep. So you use a combination of your strength and your claws just to drag yourself down. And takes you a wee bit of time, just avoiding all the stuff that's kind of flying across this place, but you eventually get down to the bottom. And this humming is so loud down here, and there's this kind of... I mean, it would have been a trap door at some point, but the whole thing's just been obliterated. You can see bits of it kind of hanging on at the hinges, but the actual door itself is now gone. And inside, carved into this massive, like, it's like a black obelisk, kind of long rock, is this arcane symbol that's kind of like humming and glowing and pulsating.
Okay, I'm trying to remember my arcane studies as a blood hunter. If I remember anything that could help in this situation to maybe deactivate a sigil or to like dispel the magic in the sigil, if there's anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check. I'd say, yeah, give me advantage because you did do your studies with the Blood Hunter tribe.
Thank you.
16. Okay, so you look at it and you're like, arcane gibberish. I don't know, but it's a rock. If I had hit it hard enough.
Bum.
You hit it, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Ooh.
I'm seeing him do this and I'm just clinging on to whatever I can cling on to.
16. Yeah, absolutely. It's a rock. So you clench your fist and bang, smash this thing, and you feel it going blum, 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 and it slowly starts to turn off, and the rock itself like cracks. And Soren, give me a dexterity saving throw as you and all the rubbish go, oh, and actually Seraphon and Balgrim, give me dexterity saving throws for all just the stuff that starts clattering down on top of you.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, 17, yep.
Oh.
Visceral,
Oh,
you're
no.
gonna take some damage. So let's say glass, wood, and metal all drop on top of your head, so 3d8. You take 15 points of piercing and bludgeoning damage. It's just all this stuff just lands on top of you, and you're just kind of like, you're not quick enough to get your shield up to block it all, and you're just under a pile of rubble just now. And Soren gracefully lands on top of the rubble pile that you're under.
Yeah, I would use slow fall again. Yeah.
I was like,
I would do wall run down.
But this rock is now not making any noise, cracked in two, and the kind of arcane light that was coming from it is now completely out. Balgrim.
I think that was the thing that did the job. Sorry.
Are you okay, Seraphon? You got a nasty lump on your head.
Sorry guys, I should have said something like,
I'm going to punch it.
yeah.
I will survive. Thank you. I'll just what will I do? I'll just do some lay on hands. Just fix myself up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Und done.
But yeah, the low humming noise has now completely ceased. There doesn't seem to be any other noise apart from Veneer outside is like, is everything alright in there?
You survived.
Alright, good. She's just heard like you guys go, oh.
We did do a lot of moaning and yelling for three guys alone in here. I don't think... It has been a few minutes. Well, we'll be up in a moment. Can we look at the room where the stone was?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because is there anything else connecting, like any other passageways or doors?
So no, it was just a very small room that basically just had the rock in it. You can give me investigation, see if you can see anything else.
Okay.
A 14. So yeah, there's like bits and pieces of kind of like parchment that just are blank. There, however, seems to be some kind of like yeah, it looks like a scroll. Like I don't know if Soren's ever seen like a proper scroll before, but it looks like a scroll.
I think we got something really special here. Seraphon, you're more experienced in with your adventuring and back in the day. Even though it was really recent, but yeah, I'll just hand it to you.
Sure, thanks. So I take hold of it and like, do I read? Can I understand?
So the seal,
what's
the scroll itself is all rolled up, and there's a wax seal on the outside of it. Red wax that's been melted down, and there's a big Z on the outside.
So it's just a Z, just a big Z.
Just a big
wax
Z.
red
Yep.
seal.
Yep.
So I look up and I'll look at Soren and Bolgrim. I was like, should I open this?
Yes.
Wait, before you open it.
I
Can you
got
check
my
it?
thumb
If
poised to like break the seal.
Can you check if it's magic? Oh, we open it and then it's a trap or something.
Would I do that to you?
Yes, you would.
I wonder who would came up with such an idea.
Well, I'll have a look at it. Can I determine if it's a magical trap?
You can give me either Arcana or Investigation. Hee hee.
Again, they're both not good. I'll investigate this time. 18.
So looking at it, it looks very plain. You can tell there's maybe like something written in the inside. It smells kinda gunpowdery though.
Smells gunpowdery.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a regular scroll, but it smells like a chemical, a gunpowder, a burning agent. If you want, you can leave and I'll open it.
No. We stay here. I stay here with you, Soren.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
by your side. Go ahead, open it. Break the seal.
I'll break the seal and I'll open the scroll.
Okay, 2 seconds. How close are y'all standing to Seraphon?
I would've been like-
I
would've been like
cast
5 foot.
fireball.
5 or 10 feet, like
Yeah.
I'm right next to him, as close as I could be.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, all of yous make a dexterity saving throw as Seraphon breaks the seal and you just hear as this letter explodes.
Oh.
Kablamo.
Okay, so Soren, you take half damage. And let's see. Oh, you guys are getting a full whack of this. I am so sorry. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can make this private. Yes, I can. So I can give you the full damage. How many is that then? Oh, that's quite a lot. Let's see. So if I do that, and then that. So, okay, so who failed? Bolgrim and Seraphon, yous take 35 points of fire damage each. And
Ouchie.
Soren, you take half of that.
Did we full heal last night, or was it just because like it didn't
Yeah,
sleep
you've
too
had
much?
a long rest. Yeah, you've had a
Okay.
long rest.
Okay.
Okay, I take
Oh,
18 points.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm literally like half. I'm trying to put out the fire because I'm rolling on the ground with all like shouting, "It hurts! It hurts! Damn it!"
So the problem with a exploding fireball scroll is that the entire room is now on fire, including your clothes and everything. So there's smoke like billowing out the top, and you can hear lady up there screaming as there's just flame like coming out of the holes of this thing. You are currently trapped inside this room as everything is on fire.
Oh no.
What you wanting to do?
Well, I don't particularly want to hang around in here.
Yeah.
So-
We have to get out of here.
yeah. Down. Get below the smoke. Get out of here.
Okay, so all you is give me either acrobatics or athletics check to see if you get out of here scot-free.
Oh, good job, Seraphon.
Yeah, okay, yous are fine. So yeah, yous managed to scramble your way up the kind of bits of debris that are on the ground and pull yourself up and out of this hole. Yous are covered in soot. Like, yous are pretty much like black from head to toe now, and your clothes are singed, your hair's singed, and there's just smoke like billowing out. And she's like, "What happened? What happened? I heard a loud bang."
It's like pop is like exploding. Scroll.
What a nasty surprise! Left a nasty surprise for us.
And as you are standing there having this conversation, the building just starts collapsing in on itself. The heat kind of takes over, and the stones just can't hold themselves back together, and there's just plumes and plumes of smoke evaporating and coming off of this thing and floating up into the sky.
Jeez.
Beef.
Yeah, I will cure wounds on Olgrim and Soren. So 1 touch each.
Thank you.
1 for you. 12. 12 each.
Nice.
Very nice.
Wow.
Very good, very good.
That's amazing. Thank you.
And so that was 2 of them. And 1 for me.
One for me.
And Olgrim, the remainder of my lay on hands to get 10 back for you.
Oh, thanks.
And 2.
Thank you.
Cool.
My airways were burning up there, but they feel it doesn't hurt to breathe so much anymore.
Good. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
I'll just need a
Dangerous.
rest. I'll just need a long rest tonight. I'll sleep well.
So
Okay.
the scroll evaporated completely.
Yeah, there's nothing left.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Damn it.
Yeah, I think it was just a trap in general. We shouldn't have broken the seal, Seraphon. That was
But
sorry. I voted to open it.
It's
No,
fine.
it's- But who would left a trap in the ruin? Like, how? It's
Probably the same person that would keep people like us in cages and experiment on them.
Some evil.
Okay.
Well, it's
so,
like dusting off. Well, like rubbing soot and like.
Oh,
ash
yous are
off me, so-
Yes.
thoroughly manky.
Uh,
Between
Oh, man.
the xenomorph egg nest And now this user minging.
Borgrim is sitting down and try to take a breather and take. Yeah, he empties his nightshade bottle. Like,
give me a Constitution saving throw. That's quite a lot in one go.
No.
You're a seasoned drinker. You're fine. You just feel that
Oh,
kind of
that's
like
nice.
you feel the tingle on your tongue, but that's about it.
this was too much. And I put the
Vanira,
empty bottle back. Yeah.
Vanira comes over. She's like, oh, "It's a good drinker."
Thanks. Oh, sorry, it's empty.
Oh, it's alright.
And I offer her the potato thing.
Oh, the potato
that
vodka.
I made. Yeah, the potato spirit.
Yeah,
Try this one.
she downs it.
You're a good drinker too.
She's like, she lets out a loud burp. She's like, "Thank you."
Yeah, you're welcome. And he tried to peek into the bottle.
There's like
There's
a
nothing.
dribble.
Boop. Damn it. He put it back.
Okay, Vanilla will take you home now. Continue.
So yeah, it's still kind of like relatively early morning. Because this all happened kind of like before dawn, and then you've investigated it in the morning. So it will be, we'll do 2 rounds of survival or perception to get back to the tribe, and all yous can make a roll.
Okay.
22. Yep.
Let me press that. Survival.
Survival. 17. Excellent, yeah. And 16. Excellent. So yeah, the first part of your journey goes pretty uneventful. You see the smoke kind of like billowing above you from this destroyed building, but after traveling for another couple of hours, the smoke kind of like dissipates and disappears. And one more round, either survival or perception.
Eh.
7.
Ouchies.
2. And 14. Yeah, absolutely. So nothing too exciting happens. And it's coming up to very kind of like late in the day by the time you start to kind of get towards the Venator tribe. And Vanira kind of like says to you, you know, I think I should go in first. But she says, you know, stick close by, stick beside me. So she kind of like approaches the tribe, and they've always got watch out, kind of looking for any danger or anyone that comes close to the camp. So you hear them shout back towards the camp before you see them, and a lot of them run out to meet yous, and immediately it's obvious what's happened, because Vanira's carrying her sister that's all kind of like bound and bandaged on her back, and you hear kind of like wailing, sobbing as many of the women come out and help carry Vanira and her sister back to the main bit of the building, if you remember where the All Mother is. And yous kind of eventually, maybe a couple of minutes behind them, just out of respect, come in, and there's not many women hanging around. Before, this place was abuzz with people making like baskets or cutting fish, things like that. It was a busy kind of like tribe atmosphere, but all of them are gathered round in a circle round the outside of the building of the All Mother, and you just hear sobbing.
I think we should spend some time just to sit on the edge of town. Let them grieve. And if we can wait a few hours, we'll enter and speak to Old Mother.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you set up camp, and by this time it's kind of coming to nightfall, and a few of the women leave and kind of go back to their tents and their wee huts and things like that, and the sobbing kind of slowly stops and it turns to more kind of like soft talking, but then throughout the night it's like soft kind of like singing that you hear, and it's all kind of very quiet, sad singing, but it seems to be a kind of like a real communal sadness, you know, if one of the daughters passes. Are you wanting to go and try and talk to her tonight, or are you wanting to leave it to the morning? What are you wanting to do?
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay, sure.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rest of the evening passes. I take it you all just go and have a rest, yeah?
Yeah, in the meantime, I
Oh.
would turn back to normal. Like, from werewolf back to the wolf.
Yeah, aye, absolutely. So yeah, you go, you have a long rest, so you've now got all your hit points and spells and stuff like that back. Morning comes, and a lot of the women have dispersed from the centre, and you see a couple of them kind of coming in and out with like buckets and various kind of bits and bobs, but it seems to have significantly quieted down from last night.
Oh. Bath?
Yous are disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say to one, like, is there water nearby to bathe, please? That me and my friends can use.
And she kind of like gestures over to an area just off to the side of the kind of main bit, and it seems to be like a big communal bath. So it's just a big kind of dugout trench. There's like stones lining it, and there's a couple of women in there that are just like washing their hair and things like that already.
Okay. Should we wait for them to finish, or?
I would say yes.
Okay.
They see you, and they kind of like look at how filthy you are, and then kind of like nod to each other and just kind of like get themselves up and gather their stuff and just like kind of hurry out. Completely in the nude. Like, this is just like an everyday thing for them, so they don't even like blink twice, you know.
Thank you.
Soros closes his eyes like, thank you.
I think those. Okay.
Balgrim, there's a rather attractive dwarven woman. Woo-ah.
Hello. Oh, sorry, that was a bit indecent. Yeah.
So yeah, yous
bath time. Yes.
yous have a bath, but yous clean your clothes as well. And with it being a kind of mild day, they don't take too long to dry out as well. Manage to get yourselves all like kind of sorted and presentable again.
Perfect.
Yeah, also try to clean the armor as good as possible. Like,
Yeah. You can scrub everything down, no problem. Seraphon still get his nettle soap and his dandelion soap or whatever.
oh,
He's even smell good now. Not just for hygiene.
No. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, I think we're presentable now to meet the mother.
Yes. Go meet the mother. Old Mother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, you just get yourselves all dressed up and you head over to the building in the middle. You see the smoke kind of rising up from the top, so they've still got the fire going. And there's a couple of women kind of hanging about the outside, and Zariva if you remember, that's the one that fought Balgrim, actually comes out and kind of like gives you a nod as if to say, you know, we were waiting and you's turning up. So she takes you in, and place is filled. There's a lot of women kind of sitting cross-legged around this kind of circular fire pit, and they're all just kind of like holding hands and kind of like, you know, kind of like swaying and softly singing. The body is kind of like laid out in the middle. The All Mother is sitting in her chair, and she's kind of like got Venera sitting next to her, and they two are kind of softly talking to each other. See you come in and kind of like just beckon you forward.
Just as we approach, I will cast comprehend languages upon myself, so I can at least understand what the Old Mother is saying.
Yeah, so she just kind of like patting Venera's hand, and she's saying, you know, you did the best you could, it wasn't your fault, just words of comfort, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get away, Seraphon.
Oh, thank you.
No pressure.
So yeah, so I guess as I approach, I hear those, I guess, at the end of that sentence, and I'll sit and cross my legs, and just look to Old Mother and Zafira. Sorry, I know she's not with us; she's with Venera. I had to say, you know, even the mightiest tree bends in the storm, but the roots hold firm. All of your strength will anchor you. And in these moments of doubt and grief, remember, you all carry the legacy of the generations of the love, and you remember those who have gone before you and who will follow. I'm glad we at least were able to save Venera, and I'm sorry for your sister.
So the Old Mother kind of like pats Venera and says to her, you know, go and sit with your sisters. So she gets up and she kind of like gives you three a nod, and then goes and sits beside the rest of the women. And the Old Mother kind of turns to you and, come, sit.
Yeah.
Sit.
Yes.
I would like to say thank you on behalf of myself and my daughters for what you have done for us. It is a tragedy, and if it was not for you, then we may have lost Venera as well.
Yes, I wish we could have done more. It's the beasts in that lair were horrible, but it seems to be now at least all dead, and they appear to have disappeared completely, disintegrated, dust to be swept into the soil.
This is good, yes. We will bury our daughter, and then we will travel soon. Pray, what are you going to do now?
Our next steps are unknown, really. We don't know. Balgrim here, I think, needs a new weapon. He lost his in the mountains. But other than that, I think that's it.
A weapon, you say? Is this a weapon that you hope to wield against the vampire scum?
Yes.
Zariba, bring me my book.
And you see Zariba got up, go over to this kind of like small cabinet just in the corner, and it's just a small kind of leather bound book, and she brings it over and gives it to All Mother, and All Mother kind of like flicks through it. How long does comprehend languages last? An hour, isn't it?
It's an hour, yes.
Okay, so the writing on it is in a language you don't understand, like you don't know what the language is, but you can understand the writing if you choose to look at it. So she kind of like looks at a page. Well, I say looks at a page. She's blind. She puts her hand on a page and kind of, no, not that one. Flick. No. And she's kind of like flicking through the pages, and there's quite a few pages she goes through. She finds a page, and she's kind of like scanning her hand over it, and she's like, yes, this one. One of my husbands was a mighty Goliath warrior who, unfortunately, when it came to time of war, decided he would side with the Vampire King. And for what? For an island off to the north. He had a mighty weapon that he once wielded that I believe would come useful to you should you choose to wield it.
See, Volgan.
You know where you can find this weapon?
He took it with him when he was cast out by the rest. The island is to the north. If you go to the port, beware. Do not tell anyone that you plan to go there. It is said that this island is surrounded by a maddening mist.
Ooh.
Well, it never was too easy in before, so... Okay, we have the name of the island. Does this island have a name?
No one speaks its name. As I said, no one goes there. No one comes back from there. It is surrounded in mist and shadow.
We're also going to visit Tavros. That's our next stop on our journey.
Tavros.
Is there anything you can tell us about that place?
It will be a long and hard journey, little one, for Tavros has been destroyed. You do not know what happened to Tavros during the war?
No.
I think all we know is that Dracula, when they invaded, Dracula went there and attacked.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check, Ollies, why not?
Okay.
Hi, Crystal, welcome in.
Yeah, persuasion.
Ooh, wow.
Whoa. Seraphon.
Let's see. Okay. So this was more to see if your intents were kind of like, not in a malicious way, than to get information from her. So she kind of like nods her head and she's like, I see that your intentions are to help, truly. Tavros was destroyed by not Vlad. The king of Tavros took his armies and was foolish enough to try and overthrow Vlad and his vampiric armies. When Vlad fought back, the king done something truly unspeakable to the land of Tavros.
he unleashed the volcanic eruptions, and the volcanoes all one by one engulfed the land, splitting it in two. Half of Tavros now lies in ash and dust. The other half of Tavros, who knows, it may still be lush and green, but we have not seen for ourselves.
Oh no.
Well, so the Tavros, well, obviously, the Tavros on this side of Transylvania is the destroyed part. Then, do you know if travelers have been there before and have returned?
No, no one goes near. I believe that there are perhaps people from Tavros that are trapped here in Transylvania, perhaps close to the border, but no one dares to venture into Tavros now.
Is that the settlement to the east as well, or the southeast corner of?
So you guys seen the smoke coming from the very southeast. So that's where Tavros kind of like connects to Transylvania, but you don't know where any you've not been there, so you don't know if there's anything else down there.
Yeah. Might be dangerous, but I think that's, or we could try and get the weapon first, Bulgrim. You think we're ready to get that?
It would give us an edge when we try to find something in Tavros.
Yeah.
I think so. Both sound equally as treacherous.
We definitely know of a reward, though, for one of the journeys. And possibly, or a clue that can lead us somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
A weapon will certainly help in us in our quest to destroy Dracula.
I would recommend caution as well, because there are, even as recent as last night, or 2 nights ago, rubble and ruined buildings crashing into the land nearby.
Near here, you say?
Yeah, within a day's journey.
This is troubling. There has not been anything like this in good 100 years.
Right.
I fear that whatever has been set in motion with the coming of you three cannot be undone.
No.
That is not to say that this is a bad omen. All things must come to an end.
Think of it like the small stones that start an avalanche. Soren.
Yeah.
So,
What does
Seraphon, did you show the old crone the symbol we found in one of the towers? Maybe she knows something about it.
I asked about it. I did ask about it because it was just a symbol on the wall. I think from memory, she didn't have much to say about it.
Nah, she's not kind of too clued in on arcane kind of stuff.
It's confusing. It happened 100 years ago, but this same occurrence is happening. Makes no sense. I don't know if it's part of the same complex or structure, and there were dark things inside. Dark experimentation.
Cages. Tools.
Cages.
Just gonna make a general history check for her, but it's gonna be a pretty high DC.
We also found a scroll that almost killed us.
And she just kind of like raises her brow and she's like,
Be careful with magic. But if you choose to travel to the Mad Island, I bid you warning. My late husband was a great and mighty warrior, but who knows what that island has corrupted him and done to his mind over the years.
So you think he's still alive?
Perhaps, I do not know.
He was a Goliath, you said?
you actually met his daughter, Balgrim. She was the one that kind of insulted you at the door. By, like, you know, like taking your weapon off for you.
Oh, wait a second. The Goliath. You said it was your husband, so you had a daughter with him?
I had several daughters with him.
Okay. Okay, now I know from which offspring this one comes.
If he's still alive, do you want us to relay any message, or?
No, he is scum. Siding with Vladimir.
I agree.
We sided with him.
During the war, yeah.
Hey. We'll redeem your daughter's bloodline and see what we can do. There are 3 of us, after all, and only 1 of him.
Hopefully it's just one of him.
Right.
Hopefully.
Ooh, random events. you
Didn't you had enough random events today? What?
It's just wild magic. Nothing bad from that.
I don't think no one's redeemed anything today, have they? I've not missed anything. No. Okay, no one's redeemed anything.
You know
let's
what?
see.
You know what?
Mhm.
If Prisoner does this,
Yeah.
I does this.
Okay. Right, Visceral.
Random magic event table.
So, Visceral, you give me a D10 roll, and Senor, you give me a D100 roll. D10.
7.
Okay.
Please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die.
No. This is quite funny. Actually. 53. Right, hold on. Let's see. Magic. Give a character a point of inspiration. Absolutely. Miso, who would you like to give inspiration to? What was number 53?
I already have one from last
You've got one?
week. Or the other week, yeah.
So either Soren or Balgrim. Oh, okay. Balgrim, roll me... No, hold on. Who done magic? Was it Balgrim?
Yeah.
It was Balgrim. Roll me 5d6.
Okay.
Roll me 5d6.
That's a lot of D6s.
Yeah, was nice knowing you guys.
25. Okay, well, you'll need to keep a note of this because there's no way I'm keeping a note of it. For the next 25 days, you can't be poisoned.
Oh,
Nice.
So So how this happens is you are sitting having this conversation, and the Yuanti daughter gets up and she trips, and as she trips, she just kind of like bites you accidentally, and she's like,
Oh!
and she's like,
Sorry, but you shall be immune to the effects of poison for 25 days.
and then just walks away from you.
Can you bite me? Oh, damn it.
I want to be bitten.
And hold on, you take she did bite you. Let's see, five piercing damage as she bites you. Okay, so the random event we'll do that in a wee bit, but I've got that noted.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yes.
Thanks.
The All-Mother says to you, we can give you a temporary weapon, Balgrim, you know, like don't worry about it. And
Yeah.
they have like kind of mauls, axes, hammers, spears, like they've got, you know, a number of stuff, so you can pick whatever you want.
I will take them all because I'm quite familiar with it.
Yeah.
Give it a
They-
swing or two.
Yeah, it feels kind of similar to your old one. Your old one was like perfection. It was very kind of like well made, well balanced. There was a lot of nicks and cuffs and stuff like that in it. This one's not as well balanced, but it'll do the job.
Thank you. I will take good care of it and bring it back.
No, it is not necessary to bring it back. We are going to bury my daughter tonight under the moon. If you would like to join us in the sacred ground in the forest.
Yes, that would be an honor.
Of course. Yeah.
Thank you.
So she just kind of like nods her head, and then a couple of her daughters start kind of like getting up and preparing things for this evening.
I feel like we possibly could have saved the other sister if we went there directly instead of the mountain.
We will never know that. She could have been dead, or she could have been dead already.
Okay.
Sorry, don't trouble yourself with what could have been. You'll go mad. We were there and we saved. We saved who we could. That's why we're here, to save lives.
Is there anything you want to do before the evening, or?
Yes, I would politely seek out
Mhm.
Vanera to get my short sword back.
Oh yeah. She gives you back. No problem.
Olgrim
Okay.
would like to sit down somewhere
Mhm.
quiet and for himself and try to perform a crimson rite on the weapon.
Yeah. So it feels a bit strange because you're not really kind of like in tune with this weapon yet. So it takes you like a wee minute or two, but after like a wee minute of concentrating, you manage to get a crimson rite going on it.
Nice. So it makes fire damage now.
Fire. Nice.
Please.
You see a couple of the kind of like the young kind of like kids like sitting watch you, you know, and they're like, oh, when you kind of like light the thing up on fire.
You wanna hold it?
And there's one, she's kind of like she kind of looks like a humanoid, but she's more kind of like red in color, and she's kind of like wide-eyed and kind of like nodding her head.
And I deactivate the fire. You should not Never play with fire, kids.
And she kind of like pouts
Give
and she's
her
like,
the
as if they put the fire back on it.
Yeah, hold it. And I give her the maul.
Yeah, she kind of like holds it and then she's like shaking a wee bit and she puts it down again.
Yeah. And then I go back to the others.
So yeah, the rest of the day passes, and a lot of the rest of the day for the women is just kind of like preparation. So they make a kind of like a ceremonial like stretcher, you know, that a couple of people can stand under. There's flowers that are brought and arranged and kind of like made into what do you call them? Like when you have funerals, it's a flower arrangement. What are they called?
Oh, wait a second. Oh, Google.
Yeah. Anyway, they make wreaths. Is it wreaths? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, flower wreaths.
Yeah. So they make
Yeah.
like flower wreaths
Wreaths.
and kind of like,
Yeah.
like kind of things, and they tie it round. It's very decorative. A lot of her like clothes and weapons and things like that are brought over and placed like beside her on the stretcher. So it's very kind of like she's buried with all her belongings. And the evening comes and it starts off with song. So all the women kind of gather round in a circle, and it's this really, again, nice kind of sad, sorrowful song. And then a couple of the women kind of go beside the stretcher and lift her up, and then it's a procession that's led into the forest, and it's kind of like torch lit procession that's taken place, and yous are kind of like tailing behind them. The All Mother is carried as well behind her daughter, and they come into a clearing in the middle of the forest, and it's understandable to see why this place is now picked to be the sacred ground, because it's lovely. The rocks are all in a kind of like a circular formation. The moon, when you look up, is like in a perfect position right above this place, and there's kind of like just small kind of stones with carvings on them, and it seems to be like names of people that have died. There's a grave that's already been dug, and the stretcher, along with the flowers, all our belongings, our weapons and herself are slowly lowered in. A couple of the women kind of come up and say a couple of things. Again, it's in this language, but Seraphon, you kind of like do your comprehend languages, and it's just very kind of like, you know, nice memories and our accomplishments which you'd kind of done as a brave warrior in clearing out these places and always looking after our younger sister. And then, yeah, they kind of like turn to you as if to say, do you want to say anything?
Thorin or Bulgrim?
No.
Okay. So,
Anything for you, Bulgrim? I'll say a few words if I might.
yeah, and they kind of like open the floor up to you.
I didn't know your sister, and I'm sorry not to have, but we've all gathered here and sorry to honor her spirit, a proud warrior of the Venator tribe who now walks the eternal path. She's under the gaze of her ancestors, and her deeds are etched into the stars, a legacy that will never fade. A hunter, a warrior with boundless courage, and a soul who carry the heart of your people. As her twilight falls and their spirit rises to join the eternal hunt in the great beyond, may their steps be swift and their aim true in their journey peaceful among the stars. It's up to you and us, the living, to carry out and carry their memory and carry her deeds with you, and with each sunrise honor their name, and we will farewell you. And may she find her peace among the ancestors. She's now one with the twilight, and her light will guide us and you forever. Thank you.
So yeah, a lot of the women kind of like softly kind of like nod, and listen to Seraphone's words. And to follow up and kind of end, the All-Mother steps over and throws in a couple more flowers and says something to the effect of, may the mother of all mothers guide you. Yeah, that's her. She gets buried along with the rest of her sisters.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so sad.
I know, it's very sad. Yeah. I'll kind of just like reflect and be like, just glad that she's at peace now. Yeah. But it also gives Soren a little bit of anxiety because he kind of reflects upon his recent experience with death. Yeah. A little uneasy.
So yeah, the rest of the evening goes pretty quietly. Like, everyone heads back, and then they all kind of sit down, have a drink, have something to eat, and timey-wimey to the next day. Timey-wimey. Yeah.
Timey-wimey.
Okay. I would ask for some. We can give them some gold or anything for. They can give us enough, resources to just make it to the port town again, to the north.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, they basically like say to you, we don't want your money.
We don't want you.
No, you get the idea that they're quite a kind of like self-sustaining tribe, so they don't really have too much use for, the gems or gold or anything like that. A couple of the kind of younger ones come over and they're like, ooh, shiny stuff, and maybe like take a gem or two off you, but
Okay.
yeah. But no, they give you like food supplies, they give you like new blankets and stuff like that, because your guys' ones are disgusting at this point, having slept in them with all your muck and goo and whatever else is on you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and they give you like a kind of like a couple of coats and stuff like that for like the rain. And
Nice.
just before you are leaving, you are kind of like packing yourself up. A rock is running around, playing.
I wanted to ask about Rock.
Yeah, playing with a couple of kids, and there's a couple of women that are kind of like giving them like a funny look, as if to say, what the hell is that thing? But the All-Mother is sitting there. And she's kind of like, her wee spider senses are tingling. And she's like, come here, little one, come here. And Rock kind of like runs over, and he's like, all proud, stand in front of her like, Rock. So she kind of like leans down and kind of like puts her hand on, and she's, there's a little mountain spirit. I have not seen one of these in hundreds of years. She's kind of like tickling in his belly and stuff like that.
A mountain spirit.
Mountain spirit, yes.
Impossible. We have a heart of a mountain in my pocket.
Do you know what we don't know what that means. What is exactly a mountain spirit?
Unfortunately, they are extremely rare now. Back before the wars and the coming of the tyrant, there were plentiful spirits in this part of the country. Water, fire, earth, and mountain. But as the land became corrupted, their purity and their innocence could not be sustained, and they have all but died off. This is a rare gift.
Yes, the little rock is unexpected to find Rock on our travels, but he's in our care, and we'll make sure he finds his purpose.
Rock.
He's a
Well,
good
thank
rock.
you, and perhaps if we succeed, maybe we'll try and find you before we head back, before we journey to Tavros.
We
I'm assuming you have made the move. in
We
the next few
we
days.
may still be here, we may be there, we do not know.
Okay. Safe journeys to you and the rest of your children.
Mm.
Yes. Safe journeys, and thank you for your gracious hospitality, and allowing us to share in your grief.
So yeah, they give you all your stuffs and your things, and yeah, yous can head on. So yous are wanting to go to the port, is that correct?
Yeah.
Like to the port, hey, Soren.
It's funny.
Oh no. I didn't think it would happen this soon.
So good. It is a 3-day journey back to port. So again, you can either do 3 high DC rolls for survival or perception, or we can do the 3 lots of 3. It's up to you.
I'm all for one
Yeah.
high DUC roll.
High DCs.
High DUC.
Okay, well, you need 2 passes at least. So,
Oh
Okay.
no.
all yous give me either perception or survival.
Okay.
I would
Uh-huh.
I'll do perception this time.
Okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Okay,
Uh-oh.
well, let's take a wee 5-minute break there, shall we?
We got there. We got there.
Okay, so yous are on day 3 of your travels.
Uh-huh.
And you come to this kind of like swampy marsh area, and you realize that you have become a little bit lost. So yous are basically like knee deep in this swampy sludge, traversing through, and it is miserable. It's cold, it's raining, it's starting to get a wee bit dark, and yous know yous are coming close to the port because you kind of see the lights off in the distance, but God only knows how you managed to get into this swamp area, but you have. And as you are travelling through, underneath your feet is very squelchy and very squishy. However, Soren, you're at the front. You kind of like step on something, and it kind of like crunches and cracks underneath your foot.
Ugh.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Crunches. What did I step on?
I don't know. You can have a look.
I'll take a look.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Okay. I think I stepped on something. And investigation.
See, an
18.
18. There is a massive bone sticking out of the ground, and you've kind of like stepped on. It looks like a fingertip, and you've stepped on one of the joints, and that's what has cracked it underneath.
Oh.
I need to make a roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
stepped on a bone.
So, as you step on the bone, the finger kind of cracks and starts to curl, and then a couple of feet away, you see another finger crack and begin to curl as the ground starts kind of like moving slowly underneath you,
Uh-huh.
and this enormous skeletal hand like reaches up and pulls itself out of the mud. And then the ground, maybe about 10 feet away from you, starts to kind of like shake and stuff like that. And this enormous skeletal head pulls itself up out of the ground as this huge yeah.
my God.
This huge skeletal undead giant pulls itself out of the ground, and I need you all to roll for initiative, please.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm very excited.
Oh boy.
Need to roll for the undead giant. Let's see.
Nice.
What's its
Oh, nice, Soren.
what's its
Yeah.
initiative roll? Where the hell is that? Is it your dex you add on to your initiative, or what is it?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
D20 plus dexterity
Okay,
bonus.
that's fine.
Mhm.
So, rolled a fucking once. It's going last. Right. So we've got
Okay.
Soren, and then we have Seraphon,
Mm-hmm.
then we've got Bulgrim, and then we've got Undead Giant. Just as well, you went and got a weapon off the tribe. Cool. Right. So. Soren, you are up first as you manage to leap away as this hand like goes to crush you in between its fingers, and you're up first.
Okay. I'm gonna sprint up to it,
Mm-hmm.
and with 10 feet of movement, and I'm gonna take out the silver stake that was
Ooh.
gifted to me.
Yep.
And I'll just kind of grab it one hand, and I'll like try and jump off its knee, and do 2 stabbing strikes with it.
Go for it. I need to check the AC of this
nice.
thing. Let's see.
12 and a
Let's
17.
17 hits. Yeah.
Okay. 12 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
And then I do Feeling of Blows.
Maria
So
Blow.
I'll do 2 unarmed strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yo!
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, so 10. I'm gonna roll an extra d6. So the first attack does 13 damage.
Readable.
Mm-hmm. So what's your
What's
max
the
all
crit?
together then?
10.
10? Okay.
10 is my max, plus
Mhm.
3. So yeah, the first one's 13 on the crit.
Okay.
That one's a 15 to hit.
That one hits. Yep.
7.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll climb up, do all those attacks, kick, and
Mhm.
then also with my style, I can walk away a little bit. I get a free disengage,
Excellent.
extra movement. So I will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just gonna kind of like, start running around.
Skirting around.
But it's so big, so I'm just going.
Yeah. This thing is, I mean, it's a giant, like it's not like a troll or anything like that. It's a giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just
Cool.
gonna do that and run. Okay.
Soren, sorry, what's your AC? I'm just gonna write everyone's AC down again.
16.
Bulgrim
15.
and Seraphon.
18.
Is that without the shield or with the shield?
With the shield, yes.
Okay, cool. Right.
Well, that was such a specific question.
Okay, so Seraphon, you're up next.
Not worried about that at all. Okay. Alright, yes, so I will. So I move forward and.
Disappear under him.
Move forward. It's like, just like run up and, like, I guess try and, like, seeing where Soren's run up and hit, kind of run up and try to hit that same kind of area
Go for it.
that Soren's been hitting. So I'll swing that with my hammer and we'll get some smite on there as well. But,
Some smart.
Ooh, nice.
23.
23 hits.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So 23. I'll roll the damage for that, which is the 4. Fuck you.
Thank you.
And the smite is 2d8 plus another 1d8 if it's undead.
It
Or
is undead, yes.
I'll roll 3d8.
Nice.
It is 14.
Meaty.
Nice.
So that's
I'll just knock that spell down.
excellent. So yeah, you run up and slam the hammer into it, and you see the radiant light like burst open the flesh, and just bits of like skin and sinew and bone shatter from the bit that you hit.
Nice. Okay, and I'll swing again
Swing again.
with a 15.
15 just hits it.
And 8.
8. Okay. Yeah, nice chunk of damage.
Yeah, that's it. I'll just still like prepared, it's like trying to
Prepare.
shout. Yeah. Strike me, foe. I want me to be the target.
Okay, dokies. Bolgrim, we're on to you.
Yes. So let's see.
This thing rolled like doo-doo for initiative. Rolled a 1.
So we'll attack it first.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I have to move to it first.
Uh-huh.
Then.
Ooh,
it
16
hit
hits,
with a
yeah.
16. Nice. So I will deal damage.
7.
So plus 1d6. So
Nice.
11. And because I dealt damage to it, I will use Brand of Castigation.
Ooh, what's that? This is new.
So no, it's not so new. When you damage a creature with a weapon for which you have an active Crimson Rite, you can channel Hammercraft magic to see an arcane brand into that creature. No action required. You always know the direction of the branded creature as long as it's on the same plane as you. Further, each time branded creature deals damage to you or a creature you can see within 5 feet of you, the branded creature takes psychic damage equal to your Hammercraft modifier.
It's this one, okay.
So it will get 2 damage every time it tries to attack me,
Or
Soren,
Seraphon.
or Seraphon.
Yeah.
And that was the first attack, and then I will do the second attack.
Ooh, that hits, absolutely.
Nice.
Yes.
Normal damage.
Blood
10.
Mm-hmm.
And then roll
God, you are taking chunks of this thing already.
6. And 6 fire damage.
Bloody hell. So that's that. Yeah, so with that, one of the arms is starting to look significantly sugarier than the other one, as you just see the bone kind of like crack and start to give way.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yep, that was my actions.
Okay, cool.
There
So,
you go.
unfortunately, yeah, it's the giant's turn, and it's just gonna big dumb animal it. So, 1, 2, 3. That is a 2. So, Seraphon, it's going for you, unfortunately. Right, let me read this thing's abilities. Okay, so I need Seraphon and Bolgrim both to make me Constitution saving throws. DC is 17.
A 16.
Okay, so you fail. Bolgrim, you
18.
just pass.
Jeez.
Nice. Okay, so
Wait,
this.
where's my inspiration?
Oh, go for it.
Yeah, nice.
What's Constitution?
Uh-huh.
Oh, 20.
Yeah, because that would have
Nice.
been nasty if they had unleashed this thing on you. Okay, so it failed that, so it's pretty mad. So it's now just gonna take a so that, and then range, and then hit. Okay, right. It's just gonna try and basically hurl you across. Yeah.
Just one thing. I want to use Blood Curse of the Eyeless.
Okay.
So Blood Curse says like I can use my reaction to roll 1 Hammercraft times, subtract the number rolled from the creature's attack roll.
Okay.
I after the creature roll, but before the DM determines whether the attack hits or miss. So just want to tell you that I will do this
Okay, cool. So
after you roll.
So it makes 2 attacks. So I'll give you the number on the first attack, and then you can let me know.
Okay. Okay. Mhm.
So that is a 22. You have to beat.
Okay, so I will use my reaction and use this, and I also will amplify it. That means I will damage myself
Okay.
for 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm down to 49. That's okay. So now, because I amplified the curse, you apply this curse to all the creature's attack roll until the end of the creature's turn. So
Okay.
it will also count for the second turn then.
Again. Okay. So,
Okay, so I will roll now to determine if I can.
yeah, to take off the 22.
20. Yeah, 22.
22.
So I rolled a 3.
So,
So it just is a
19 is that?
19. Yeah.
So it still hits Seraphon.
Okay.
Right, so the first attack, Seraphon, can you move
Yes.
your token, yeah, fuck it, 100 feet away. And
Holy
you're,
crap.
as he picks you up and fucking lobs you.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
And you're gonna take, what's that? Is that a 6 or a 9? Please let it be a 9. It is a 9. 9.
Yikes.
18, 19, 20, 29, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 points of bludgeoning damage as you're just
Ouchie.
picked up and through across this field. Right, okay, now is that a multi-attack? Does that class as a multi-attack? Makes 2 now. Okay, I don't think that's a multi-attack because it says weapon, so that's it done. It's its turn. And Soren, we're on to you. As you just see this beast like pick Seraphon up and just boom, like throw him across the mud.
Oh my god.
He's right at the edge.
I'm on the edge of reality.
It's so funny.
Okay, I'm gonna circle around and just hoping that Seraphon's okay. But I'll kind of give Bulgrim a nod as I circle, and I'll do 2 attacks.
1
20 and a
hits.
10?
Yeah, 1 hits, 1
Okay.
hits.
So 6. Ooh, minimum damage. Ouchies.
Yeah, it's alright.
And then I am going to, as a bonus action, go into patient defense. So I will spend another key point to go to take my dodge action.
Okay.
So I have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and then attacks against me are at disadvantage as well.
Good to know, that'll
Yeah.
definitely help. Cool. Seraphon, on to you, 100 feet away.
Awesome. So that was it 25 or 30? It was 35, wasn't it? Was that right?
Yes, 35, yeah.
That's good. I thought it was. Okay. Crikey.
Yeah.
What can I do?
This thing's nasty. It's not got a lot of health, but it's the damage it can do is fucking nuts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll move 30.
So that's 60 feet.
70 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, actually, 75 feet away. Yeah. Yeah, counting. Yeah, that's 100 feet from where I was. Yeah, 60. Yeah, right. I will. From there. Can I. Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast!
Oh,
Go for it. Give me an Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast!
Wow, that hits, yeah.
Ah, nice.
Me too.
Full force. Yeah, take that.
Take that.
Take this.
I can do
And
another
Oh,
You
I
get
can
2
move it.
B at what level?
No,
6?
he's only level
You get-
1.
Oh, it's just okay.
One level in
level one.
Warlock, yeah.
I
I
can't.
understand.
So that was my movement and action. I can't do anything with bonus action, can I? To like move again or jump or something.
I mean, you only moved like how much? You've got 60 feet of movement? No, no.
30. I
30?
have 30.
All right, okay, you've only got 30. Yeah.
So,
Unless you've got any
alright,
bonus actions that aren't.
No, I don't have any bonus actions related to movement.
Okidokies.
Yeah, that's that.
Not sure.
Yes, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, Bulgrim, run to you, sir.
Let's hit it.
Hit it. Hit it hard.
I try to.
Ooh,
14.
that just misses.
Damn.
Yeah, you go to swing for the arm and it just kind of like, the arm's kind of like hanging on by a thread, but just kind of like manages to lazily swing it out the way.
Okay, so. I will use a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do I? No, I will not. No, I will not. No, I will keep that. No, that's not a
Okay.
good idea to do it.
Okay. You get
I'm not
another
doing-
attack though?
Yeah. No!
Oh!
Hits!
Ayah. That's rough. Well, yeah,
Luck is
unfortunately
not
that
on my
misses.
side.
Are you
Luck is
want
not
to
on my side.
you want to move or anything?
Yeah, I think I want to move a bit outside of his range,
Okay.
which is not really possible. I think I go here.
Okay, so it will take an opportunity of attack at you since you moved
Yeah.
out of its range. I think that'll hit.
Oh no.
Yes, that will hit. So it's gonna slam down on top of you and basically try and like splatter you. So that is 2 of them. 2 of them plus. Okay, so 20 points of bludgeoning damage
Boy. Okay.
as it just raises
So-
its hand and just like just splatters you as you run away from it. Ouch! Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
Like say, not a lot of health, but my god, the damage it can do. Okay.
Damn.
So we're back onto the undead giant, who again, big dumb animal. It's just gonna have a look around and see how it's gonna hit. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Soren, it's gonna go for you, but disadvantage on the first attack. Is that right?
Blah, blah, blah. Let me see what the dodge action does.
Please, if you can
One
check it for
second.
me.
Yes. One second. There we go. Dodge. Until the start of my next turn, any attack has disadvantage.
Oh, any attack.
Any attack.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that is very
Yeah.
good. Okay, so I need you first of all to make a Constitution saving throw DC 17 for me.
That's not gonna.
Oh, you are
You
so
lucky.
So this creature's head like snaps backwards so that the front of its face is like to the back, like at the spine, and it looks down and locks eyes with you. And for a second, Soren, your muscles and all your joints like lock up, and you feel this awful kind of like feeling in your chest, but you manage to shake it off. It's then going to try and attack you twice, but has disadvantage. So first attack,
Yeah.
it's 14. And
That misses?
Yep,
Oh.
14, so that misses. And then its second attack, that is a 15 or a 19. So I think the second one just
Okay.
hits.
That one hits. Okay.
Okay, so-
It's okay. I avoided one.
Okay, you avoided one, yeah. So that is 3 of those. Okay.
Damn.
22 points of bludgeoning damage. as it brings down its like it basically like rotates its hand backwards and then just like backhands you and splatters you. Cool, right, that's the undead giant's turn. So Soren, we're actually on to you now.
You foul undead creature.
It's very foul.
And I'm gonna try and like climb up, and I'm gonna do the 2 silver stake attacks again.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
Hang on,
first one
hold on.
hits. Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, excellent.
Ooh, max damage.
So
Guess
that
13.
is yeah. Ooh.
And then I'm gonna concentrate my key and then flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Unarmed strikes.
That hits.
That 23.
Yeah, they both hit.
Five.
7. So that's
Okay, so 16.
16. So what's that then?
Yep.
That's okay. And take that away. Yep.
And then
Start
I
to
have
look.
disengage for free.
Yeah.
And 50 movement now, so 5, 10, 15.
So it's hard to tell because it's an undead giant, but it looks as if like bits of it are starting to kind of like struggle to hold themselves together.
Okay.
Seraphon,
Yeah.
we're on to you.
Okay.
Get him!
Get him!
Help.
I'll move forward another 30.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do another Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Flame.
Go for it. Oof, that hits, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the Eldritch
And
Blast.
one- oh,
No!
Just like a little like.
Every little counts.
Oh, that's.
I would have laughed so much if it's just like this one hit point that
Oh, could you imagine? Oh dear. That's a move and action. As a bonus, I will cast Shield of Faith on Bolgrim, as I can see him.
Mm-hmm.
He's close enough to put that onto.
Okay.
Plus 2 18 for the Bolgrim.
So that takes you to 17, Bolgrim, then.
Oh, thank you.
Cool. Right, so Bolgrim, we're on to you now.
Yep, I'm using a bonus action to transform.
Ooh, good choice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then I'm moving up. And since I transform, my damage increases by 1. So now it's 2d6 plus 4. But unfortunately, I don't hit better with it.
That's okay.
It's just like...
Its AC's pretty low. 18 hits.
18.
Yeah.
That'll work, my
Nice.
boy.
Get
Let's
a
go.
work.
Nice.
Get a work.
So 10
Yeah.
plus 6. 6 burning damage.
Ooh.
We're getting close.
Nice.
Second.
Finish him.
25.
Ooh, nice. Yep, that hits.
Thirteen.
Ooh.
2 burning damage.
Ooh, very, very, very close. So you're just like hacking away at bits of this, and the flesh is all kind of came away now. Bits of the kind of like insides are all dried and stuck together. I've just kind of sloshed onto the floor. Basically fighting a skeleton at this point that's holding itself together with just bits of tendon. Looking really, really fucked up.
We can do this.
Do I do
We
anything
will
else?
survive.
Anything else, Bolgrim?
No, but I want to just say that I have to roll I have to make a wisdom saving throw because I start my turn with
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Do you...
DC is 8.
Yeah, 8. Oh,
Yeah,
smashed
okay,
it.
made it.
Smashed it. Right, undead. Oh, I've just clicked on the picture. No. Undead giant's turn. Right, let's see. I need my wee measuring tool. How close are you, Seraphon? Can you measure it for me, please?
I am 45 to the edge.
Oh yeah, you're within range
God.
then.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Bolgrim. Bolgrim and yeah.
You have to keep in mind that
Mhm.
he is marked with Brand of Castigation, so he always gets 2 points of psychic damage every time he tries to attack me, Soren, or Seraphon.
Okay, cool. So is that with a weapon attack or any attack?
It's just psychic damage equal to my Homocraft modifier, so 2. So he
Okay.
gets psychic damage every time he tries to attack.
So this is a trait. This isn't really like an attack.
No. It's just a trait, then it's not.
Okay, right,
If you're
that's
using a
fine.
normal attack, then he would get the 2 damage.
Okay, so Balgrim and Seraphon, give me Constitution saving throws. DC 17.
Mm.
Okay,
Damn it.
both fail. So this is right. So you both take. Man, I'll need to use the thing here because I don't have enough. So hold on. How many is it? D6. And let me just roll this twice then. 12. So 32 points of necrotic damage. And yous are both, if yous aren't knocked out, paralysed for the next round.
Yeah, I'm knocked out.
You're knocked out.
Oh no.
32, you said.
32, yeah.
So I'm -2 now. But yeah.
Gross. And that's all it can do. So, Soren, we're on to you. You just see your 2 companions. Like, the head snaps round and lets out this green, like, ray of sickening, like, goop and everything. And the 2 of them just, like, face fall first into the mud.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I will get angry and bare my teeth and be like, no. You will not take my friends from me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Ooh, yep.
Okay. I'm gonna attack it
Yes.
twice. I'm gonna try and finish it off. Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
First one misses.
Uh-oh.
Second one,
One
yep.
hits. Nice.
Second one hits. Okay. 13.
Mm-hmm.
Still up.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my sweet boy. Thank you so much.
I'll be running up its leg and I'll be dragging the stake and like plunge it and like drag it up its body. And then I'm like get up on its shoulder and do one quick stab between its eyes and do boom boom like 2 knees to the jaw and just bring it down.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yes.
You have defeated the undead giant.
Yeah.
That was spooky. I run to Walgrim and I will lay on hands.
Nice.
25.
Ooh. Come back
Oh,
back
wow.
to life. Yeah, that thing is gnarly.
And
Did we win?
to-
No, did we win? Oh.
It's down.
We did.
It's down.
Soren the Demon Slayer once again.
I know, I feel like Soren's bloody killed everything.
Yeah.
It really has. He just wrecks
Uh,
everything. It's so good to see. I need to
Yeah.
cure my wounds.
If it's for fighting, that's what I've been trained in, is to kill mostly. That's what my masters were good at, killing and hurting things.
As you're kind of like saying this to Balgrim and Seraphon, you just have this kind of like shiver that goes up your spine, and you get kind of goosebumpy as you just hear like this kind of like, ah, good boy, in your head.
Oh no.
So we shall timey-wimey. You get to the port, and you are coming in, and it's pretty late at this point. you see a lot of people start to retire for the day. A lot of the sailors and kind of ship workers and dock workers are kind of like packing up and coming back to, you know, their houses or inns or wherever they're staying. And as you are passing through the main gate, Soren, you turn round, and there is the lovely centaur lady standing there, and she's like, "Oh, hello, you. Oh, you all look like shit." And we'll leave it there.
She's back.
She's back.
Yay.
Congratulations, guys. That was a good session. Well done.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
That was very good.
Nice.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you, as always. Thank you. So we will be back on the 19th on, the front page. The 9th.
Yes.
Yeah, so the 19th,
Nice.
we will be live with Vampires of Transylvania. However, we will be on the front page of Twitch. Very, very excited for that. So yeah, that'll be on the 19th. And then, is anything happening next Saturday, Sky? Does anyone win?
This upcoming Saturday, yes,
Uh-huh.
we'll be doing a Ravenloft adventure featuring Scotty, Squabs, Marbles, Sieg, and Plum. We'll be doing some dark fantasy. I'll be DMing it on my channel this Saturday. So, and I will be trying to working on something to hype it up.
Yes,
A front page D&D. Yes, we're excited. We're also excited for that too. It's gonna be great. So tell all your friends.
This will be the second time we've been on the front page with our D&D campaign, which is insanely generous of Twitch, because as far as I know, the only people that have really been on the front page consistently for D&D is Crit Roll. So the fact that we are getting the opportunity to showcase ours on the front page is insane. And yeah, that'll be in 2 weeks' time. This Saturday, we have the Terrors of Ravenloft, which I'm very excited. And you'll get to meet my character. Yes.
Nice.
Terra.
She's a Scottish Goliath, and Sky and I actually made a class for her because I wanted to do a martial class, but nothing kind of felt right. So she is a bare knuckle brawler, which is mummy. She's very mummy vibes, yeah. She's big mummy vibes, yeah. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. So much love, everyone. Thank you for joining us on our first session of 2025. And here is to the rest of 2025. Cheers, everybody. And
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you all.
cheers.